It was a stormy night when Ethan Crowe, a long-haul truck driver, found himself navigating an isolated stretch of highway. The rain lashed against his windshield, and the wipers struggled to keep up. The hum of his engine and the occasional crackle of his CB radio were his only companions. As he rounded a bend, his headlights illuminated a figure standing by the roadside, a young woman, drenched and shivering with her thumb out. Ethan hesitated for a moment before pulling over. Rolling down the passenger window, he called out, "Need a ride?" She nodded silently, climbing into the cab. Her clothes were soaked and her face was pale. "Thanks," she murmured, her voice barely audible. "I need to get to Greystone." Ethan frowned. Greystone was nearly 50 miles away and practically a ghost town. "Not much out that way," he said, but she didn't respond. Instead, she stared out the window, her fingers tracing patterns on the fogged-up glass. They drove in silence for a while, the storm intensifying. Ethan stole glances at her. Something about her seemed off. Her expression was distant, almost vacant, and she barely moved. Trying to break the tension, he asked, "So, what's in Greystone?" "My family," she replied flatly, her eyes never leaving the rain-streaked window. As they neared a rest stop, Ethan's CB radio crackled to life. "Breaker 1 to 9, anyone near Route 66, come in." Ethan grabbed the mic. "This is Crowe." "I'm on 66. "What's up?" "Watch yourself out there," the voice warned. "A girl's been reported missing. Last seen hitchhiking near the Greystone turnoff. Name's Lily Andrews. Keep an eye out." Ethan froze. His eyes darted to his passenger. "What's your name?" he asked, his voice steady but tense. The woman turned to him, her expression unreadable. "Lily." His grip tightened on the steering wheel. "You're the one they're looking for." She tilted her head, a faint smile playing on her lips. "Not exactly." Before Ethan could react, the cab's temperature plummeted, his breath visible in the icy air. The radio erupted into static and the truck's lights flickered. Lily's smile widened as she leaned closer. "They're looking for my body." The truck swerved as Ethan fought to keep control. When he looked back at the passenger seat, it was empty. The door hadn't opened. There was no trace of her. Shaken, Ethan pulled over at the rest stop and called the authorities. When the sheriff arrived, Ethan recounted everything. The sheriff listened grimly before saying, "You're not the first to see her. Lily Andrews died on this road 5 years ago. Her car skidded off the highway during a storm. They never found her body." Ethan's truck wouldn't start after that night, but he swore he could still hear her voice echoing in the